feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I don't never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past the way your mouth.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one features Michael Mayer. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. But the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Right to the air is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now here's Mahomes. And he is out of bounds here. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time. Our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football, a nice healthy game right there. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 80-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Bucker's kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time.
Leading them out, still one of the most recognizable QBs in the game and one of the most fun QBs in his 5th season. It's Gardner Minshew.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Minshew out to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. That's Mayer, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
The Raiders at 10-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Minshew sets to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Here's Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
First down, here's White. Chris Jones, the all-pro, in on the stop.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Looking to throw it. Minshew forced out to his left. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. Here's White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. KC's offense ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mahomes now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Mahomes now on first down. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that'll be caught by Tony. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin with 2 teams that played a couple of memorable AFC Championship games in the 80s. That's right, Denver playing host to Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Nick Chubb has a touchdown run. From there, we head east to Detroit to check on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that one all tied.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. A run to begin the second half with White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start, offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw, being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first. Back to throw. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a a give up the middle. This is White, and he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Off play action, it's Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Carter. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense is done.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. It's Mahomes again. And incomplete. Second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Butker's kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. 44 yards on the ground for now on 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. You've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock with a 2-minute warning.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they sail. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So it's Raider football. reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Mecole Hardman. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame.
And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra.